life in the old castle. Happy times them were. The people were all so much friendlier. Oh, and how we feasted. And courted the fair maidens as well. There was work, of course, sharpening our minds. Making us strong. But mainly, I remember it as a happy time. Oh yes, and then there were the neighbors.
Greetings, sire. Your stronghold awaits you.
Your stronghold awaits you indeed. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It has been quite some time since I've been on here. Due to a number of circumstances, I haven't been able to play or record that much, especially during 2021. But the main thing is that I'm back and I'm hopefully going to be recording more and more. Unfortunately, my previous series have had to be stopped due to a change in computer. My last one had a catastrophic failure and would not start up again, and nothing was backed up, or nothing that I needed was backed up for the most part. So that's unfortunate, but it does mean we get to explore lots of new lovely games. Although this isn't a new game by any stretch of the means, this is a very old game now. It came out a long time ago. But this is a game I greatly enjoy. So this is Stronghold, and this is a game that I would play a lot when I was younger. It was one of the few games that my parents allowed me to play because they deemed it suitable. You know, back when I was a young lad, which I'm not anymore. But I had great fun with this game. I'd mostly play on the economic game. I usually just free build because I enjoyed making fun medieval villages and towns. That was great fun. But today, and for the foreseeable future, we're going to be playing the military campaign. Now, I have done a bit of this, but this was about a couple of years ago now I last played this, so I'm going to be a bit out of practice, I think. So we're going to start Gathering the Lost. As you can see, I haven't actually quite finished it. But Gathering the Lost, let's begin. Act 1, The Fallen Kingdom.
As soon as the king had marched his army into the barbarian homeland, rumors began of a plot to seize the throne. When news came of the king's capture, the country was invaded. Several nobles, including your father, sought to end the bloodshed, but on the way to meet for negotiations, their party was massacred by a band of unknown raiders. Bruised and exhausted, you have been beaten back to a forest on an overlooked peninsula, where a small group of loyal troops are hiding. Although the country is lost, maybe from this refuge, you can at least avenge your father's death.
Mission 1, Gathering the Lost.
I say we act now and strike while the iron is hot.
No, 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 no. The few men we have would be cut down like lambs to the slaughter. We need time to gather our forces.
Nonsense. I shall take 6 of my finest men into enemy territory by the cover of darkness and...
No, just listen. Our men are close to starvation. This is what we must do.
The debate rages on well into the night, but eventually Lord Woolsack takes you to one side.
Sir Longarm tells me he knew your father well, which is why I'm giving you your chance to prove yourself. It is time you got your first taste of command.
And here we are, the first area down the bottom left of England, Wales. Cornwall, one of my favourite places to go in the UK, and somewhere I go on holiday quite a lot. Whether they, I think they do follow the official counties, at least somewhat, although I think up here they get a bit wider, but certainly this is Cornwall down here.
We need you to oversee the setting up of a good-sized base camp. Start by finding a suitable clearing, then use some of the wood plentiful in this area to begin your construction.
Okay, so for this first campaign mission, this is basically a tutorial, I suppose. We need to set up a basic economy. Acquire 20 meat and 40 wood. Shouldn't be too hard, should it?
Place a keep to site your castle, my liege.
So we'll get a Saxon hall down here. We can just place it in the middle.
Site your granary, sire.
Our granary... Oh goodness, I sounded like someone out of Monty Python then. A granary. Our granary we will place fairly close to our Saxon hall. Given this is only the first mission, it's not going to be too bad. But in essence, this is the game, is getting enough food, enough wood to start to be able to build up forces and create better buildings. Now, of course, we have very basic resources and buildings available to us at the moment, but that could easily change. So right now, this very first mission is very basic. It's just sort of introducing you to the basic economy of the game if you haven't played it before. But as time goes on, we will need to take the fight back to the forces that took over the country. We will need to take back our land and reclaim it from the four treacherous opponents that we have. The rat, the pig, the snake, and lastly the wolf. I remember not being very good at this game when I was younger. Hopefully that's improved. But nice thing is that a lot of it is automated. You know, you mostly control your troops, but certainly the hunters will get on with their own job. The woodcutters can get on with their own job. I just love the aesthetic of the game. I love how it looked, even back then, and it still held its... Personally, I still think it looks great today. Obviously is a different type of...
A message
Cool.
from your scribe. Animal tracks have been reported in the area, sire.
I would hope so. We're hunting deer. Yeah, I like the steward. He comes in every now and then with a little interjection. There's a little cinematic which often shows at the bottom there, and it's one of those games I find very relaxing to play, at least in the early stages until the fighting happens then, and I'm not very good at it. But in general, I just find it a really, really fun game to play.
A message from your scribe. Scouts are reporting that packs of wolves are closing in on the castle. We must get the supplies stored.
So yes, this will be one of the first enemies we face.
Enough workers available to run this building.
Not soldiers per se, but wolves. And, you know, wolves at least are probably not going to be very friendly to us, and we're stealing all their food sources. We also need to make sure we get another hovel out, or a hut. That's just going to provide us with some more workforce. I believe it gives you 6 or 5, possibly 5 men for every house, and then they can be assigned specific jobs by creating the buildings. Let's just have a quick look at the briefing. We have got the meat required, 26 meat out of 20, but we need a bit more wood. So let's increase our wood production significantly. In fact, we can just whack this up. I wouldn't normally make this many, but it's the first mission. We can afford to be spending a bit more just in the early game, just to rush through these first couple of missions. But I really do love this game. It's such a pleasure to be playing it again after all this time. And I love the voice acting, the aesthetics, the looks. When the music does come in, I like that as well. Sitting back when I was younger, I thought it was a revolutionary game. Probably isn't, but it felt like it back then, and to 12-year-old me, I greatly enjoyed it. And some lovely music kicking in now. And I do like that they just get on with their own things. You know, we don't have to micromanage everyone. It means that when it does come to fighting in the later stages, we can focus on fighting. We can let the economy kind of work on itself. It's a bit like Age of Empires in that respect, I suppose. Another favourite game of mine. So, we got 17 extra meat, 20 extra wood, and that's just our score, including our playing level. Wonderful.
Whilst the men frantically ferry precious supplies into the granary, Sir Longarm and Lord Woolsack ride into the camp.
Job well done. Not too bad for your first attempt.
No, no, no! The fool has pitched camp in the middle of the wolves' migration track.
Good. It will give the men some well-needed practice before we make our strike.
Poof! Now I have no choice but to send out a scout to find a more permanent position.
Do you ever think Sir Longarm is just drunk? Or he's just very, very British? On we move to Devon. Mission 2. Finishing the fort.
Day by day, the camp becomes more overwhelmed by the wolves, and their persistent howling robs the men of sleep. The situation is about to get out of hand when Lord Woolsack's scout returns. Soon afterwards, you are summoned into the command tent.
Sir Longarm has convinced me to give you another chance. We have found the remains of an abandoned stockade.
Wolves plague this county every winter, so we need you to get the stockade back up to scratch quickly.
Failure is not an option this time. Just keep your eyes peeled.
To ensure the safety of your men, you are required to renovate the abandoned stockade before winter is upon us again. Use your archers to kill off any wolves that threaten your peasants.
So yes, this is just going to give us our first taste of combat.
Sight your granary, sire.
You can hear the wolves howling in the background, actually. We'll put the granary very close. We want to put it inside the walls. And we're going to put a couple of wood camps outside. We're going to put them on this side, because I'm going to eventually build the wall round. We'll also put a couple of hunters' huts down. In fact, we'll actually get another wood cutters down, because we can't get another hunter's camp down, so the quicker we can do that, the better. And somewhere we'll have wolves. Not yet, but soon. So yes, here are our first 4 soldiers.
We await orders.
Also 3 soldiers. No, it is 4 soldiers. Although we will actually have them upstairs. We will use them to kill wolves. Although the hunters and the axemen will fight the wolves if necessary, but obviously that's not an ideal situation in comparison. But what I like about this game, you can click on people and find out their names.
Policy of no taxes is the least we could expect.
Sam Brown, the woodcutter, returning with his log. And yes, no taxes, because I don't see the point of it at the moment. But, you know, hey ho, that might have to change soon.
No change in the Treasury, Lord.
But that's wonderful, because we don't need change at the moment. That's perfectly fine. Our food supplies are not excellent, it must be said. But yes, our aim is to get enough food, and we also need to finish off this fortification, which we can do fairly simply, but for the time being, we just need to get some more wood inside so we can get some more hunters, and we just need to start our economy growing for the very first thing, really. Okay, wonderful. Let's get some more farms out, or some more hunters posts, I should say. And let's get another wooden hut out, or woodcutter's hut. We are going to need a new hovel as well, so let's get one of those out. That can stay outside, that doesn't need to be particularly inside the camp. But at some point soon the wolves are going to start appearing, and that's not going to be excellent for us. But it is just to give us our first taste in combat for the most part. We're going to increase our production. We're putting them all on this side so they've got easy route back in. If we put them over here, they'll have to walk around eventually, and also I think that's where the wolves potentially come from. So we're starting on this side near these woods. Plenty of deer for us to hunt, but you know, the wolves are going to come and take their share soon. We can even click on the dog. This is how incredible this game is. Sir Bark-a-Lot. Also Sir Bark-a-Lot. Anyone not called Sir Bark-a-Lot?
No taxes is one thing, but what about a small gift? Go on.
No small gifts, especially as I hear wolves. Sir Bark-a-Lot. Are they all called Sir Bark-a-Lot? They're not always called Sir Bark-a-Lot, are they? They might be, who knows.
A message from your scribe. The wolves are on the prowl,
Here we go.
sire.
Where are they?
Wolves are attacking, my lord.
From where? Aha, I see you.
Archers, ready! Arrows, ready!
I thought those were all wolves, but they're just deer. Oh my word. So here we go, we're going to start taking out the wolves. Although some of them are going to end. We might lose this hunter here. Yeah, we did. That's unfortunate.
Notch arrows! Finding targets!
No, don't kill the dog! No! New dogs will be created. Even the chickens have names. I never knew that. Squawker. So yes, the wolves won't be that much trouble, but in future they can be, especially when you're trying to fight someone else or try to deal with other things. They're definitely making their presence known, it must be said. So we're going to get this encampment enclosed. Let's just make sure that's all done. Should be. We can just check the... Yeah, so the castle is complete. Wonderful. And actually, we can actually go take these guys on. What about if we go here? If we go there, we might be able to target them from up top. Just annoy them. It's a shame, actually, because I think wolves are lovely creatures, but, you know, in the context of the game. So yes, we can actually get an advanced shot on them, which should be good. Well, they are going to make their way around, so let's go around.
No.
Oh, there's quite a few of them. I might regret that.
Can't target him, sir. Can't target him, sir.
Why couldn't you target him? Get up there.
Moving off. Arrows ready.
Let's kill these wolves. The dogs are going to do a valiant effort protecting us.
We are on our way. Notch arrows.
As you can see, the archers aren't very good at hand-to-hand combat, it must be said. But that's okay.
No.
There's still another group up here, but let's wait a second. Let's just get what we need.
We are on our way, me lord.
I like how they sit down.
Instructions. Warning, your lordship.
Morning, your lordship. Snowy! We found someone who wasn't called Sir Buck-a-Lot. Maybe it's because we had a dog massacre from the early stages. Okay, we're not far off from meat. Let's just get a couple more. We can get some more hunters posts out. That's not an issue at all. We've got the civilian populace to be able to do that. It's just going to speed this up, and hopefully we can get there before any wolves appear. Any more wolves appear, I should say. And let's get another hovel out. We're going to make this the nice residential area.
From your scribe.
Oh.
Here they come again, sire.
More wolves. Of course, the actual the Lord can get involved as well, although we don't have direct control over him.
Yes.
So
Leaving?
it's
No,
going to be interesting.
Can't target him, sir. Finding targets.
So yes, I mean, this is obviously the very early stages of the mission. That's not too bad at all. Later stages, it will get much worse, but for now,
Stocks are dwindling, my liege.
we're actually going to drop you down to half rations.
Half rations.
Half rations, indeed. Not going to be too fond of that, but that's okay.
No change in the treasury, lord.
Oh, no. We'll give you a small bribe. Because we don't really need the money for anything. But we do need to get some more food coming in, it must be said. So let's get a few more hunters posts down here. And to be fair, I think a lot of hunters are going to start coming in with their food, so that's not the end of the world.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
Yeah, we should be okay. I don't think we'll need these guys down here, but it's never harms to have some spare hunters around. And later on, the food production will change depending on the landscape, which I think is really cool. You know, in this area there's deer, but there's not going to be deer everywhere. It's such a fun game. I really do enjoy it. But yes, our happiness is going down slightly
Who love you, my lord?
because we're on half rations, but we are paying them off to kind of shut up about it. But you know, eventually that will change. It's not a huge issue, it must be said. Let's get another. Okay, we just need one more hunter to go in without our food being eaten. Now we're going to go down to no rations. They're not going to like us.
No food?
Yeah, no food. Not going to be fond of us, are you? But that should be it. There we go, victory. And now we'll put it up to half rations.
Victory.
Half rations.
And we didn't lose any troops, so that's some bonus score. Wonderful. And now we move into Somerset, so the Somerset area, I guess.
Well, at least you can complete half a task.
Job well done. Now, our men are secure, and we can send a hunting party into the next county to eradicate the wolves for good.
I suppose it must be done, but we have to proceed with caution as that county is close to the enemy's border.
Indeed, near the rat. The Rat's Kingdom. Mission 3, eliminating the wolves.
We need you to train some new recruits in the use of the bow.
The bow.
The wolves breed in the next county. Find their lairs and wipe them out. It's them or us.
Find a hilltop and fortify yourself there using a mott and bailey.
Duke de Pouce has been patrolling the area of late, so it is vital you are not spotted, as we don't stand a chance against a full assault.
If you see that rat before I do, be sure you slice him open for me.
Happy to do so, so long arm.
Construct a Mott and Bailey fortification and strengthen it with some towers. Then start bow production and raise a force of archers with which to eradicate the wolves that run riot there.
Place a keep to site your castle, my liege.
So yes, we're going to take fortification up here on the hill.
Your granary, sire.
Granary just nearby. And let's get some hunters posts down. Let's get five. Let's get 5 of each, actually.
A message from your scribe. We'll have to work fast. These wolves are everywhere.
They are indeed. So this is going to start introducing us to other bits of the game, the Fletcher's Workshop. So it looks like all the wolves are over here. They're going to start coming pretty quickly. So we need to start getting wood in production. We actually probably shouldn't have used all our wood to make woodcutters, but in the long run I think it'll be worth it. As for the first couple of wolves, I think we'll be able to cater to use just our civilian population. And hopefully the woodcutters aren't too far away, so that's not too bad at all.
This building has no labour, sire.
Let's actually... Do we have the wood back for this? I don't know. Well, we get half of it back. When I say half, not even half. We need these woodcutters to work fast, I think. See what the names of the dogs are. That's a deer. We've got Tiddles, Snowy, and Snowy. Lots of Snowies. I don't think we need to construct a wall this time, to be honest. I think we're okay out in the open. But we do need to get wood production up significantly more than it is now. First of all, we need to get a new hovel out. And now we need to increase our wood production exponentially, I should say. Can't place that there, my lord. Our food production should be fine, actually, going forward. Wood, however, not so much. Because we need woodcutters to be able to get enough wood for a Fletcher, and then we also need barracks and an armory as well. So there's a lot of wood we need to create. We're going to get it's in here? Yes, a Fletcher's workshop down. We want him to be very close. In fact, we'll put him right behind the castle, because he's very slow, this man. The Fletcher. What's his name? He does have a name, I think.
Morning, your lordship.
Eric Thornley, going to workplace. Morning, your lordship. So he's off to get a wood. We want to put him very close to the centre. As I said, he's not the fastest chap in the world. I think he might have a limp or something. But that's okay. Yeah, food production is absolutely fine. Let's get another wood cutter down. We can go down here. The first wolf is going to attack in a few minutes, I think. So we just need to be ahead of that. But that's okay. Wood is starting to flow in now, which is nice, because it was a bit touch and go there. We need to get a barracks down, but we need a couple more wood for that. Hopefully someone's coming this way with some planks. Yes, there is. Who's this?
This policy of no taxes is the least we could expect.
I'm so glad you agree, Philip Wartbottom. Good name. In fact, might I say an excellent name. Oh, for goodness, I forgot you need an armory, otherwise he has nowhere to place the arrows. Or nowhere to place the bows, I should say, my apologies. And we're going to get barracks down here. And we can train our first archer. So they'll be taken from our population, but that's fine.
Archers, ready. My boy is yours.
We want to get a couple more Fletchers down, it must be said. Which we can afford, wonderful. Can we put them up here? Yes, we can, wonderful. We want our Fletchers to have a very short walk from their military production area to the stockpile. And I do like how it cuts away so you can see inside. It's just such a fun game to relax to. I really do enjoy it so much. I think we might actually go for a third Fletchers, which might be pushing it a bit.
Wood needed.
I know wood is needed, but wood's not going to be far off.
More wood is needed.
Oh yeah, a third Fletchers. It's going to require us to do a bit of taxes, but that's fine.
Empty.
Low taxes, but that's okay. If needs be, we can bump up rations for the time being.
Extra rations.
Extra rations indeed.
The people love you, my lord.
Only for a little bit though. Let's get some more. Another soldier.
Orders, me lord.
Soon that wolf's going to wake up because we're getting closer and closer. Let's get another couple of woodcutters down. In fact, let's preemptively take out this first wolf. Oh my word, here they come.
We await orders. Ready. Recruits needed, sire. Recruits needed, sire.
That might have been a mistake. I didn't realise you would make that many of them.
Sir, Depuce's men have arrived.
Oh, and Depuce is here as well.
Away our position.
Wonderful.
Needed, sire. Yes. Notch arrows. Archers, ready! Can't target him, sir. Can't target him, sir.
Well, let's go take out
Can't
Depoos.
target him, sir.
We're losing a little money.
We await orders. Needed, sire. My boy is yours.
That was horrible timing. Where's he gone? Oh, they're up there.
Find targets. We are on our way. Instructions. Can't target him, sir.
Oh, here they come.
We await orders. Can't target him, sir.
Well, why not?
Take steady aim.
It's just a few scouts. As long as we kill the scouts, we'll be in good stead.
We await orders.
It was kind of bad timing that the wolves
Ready.
and Depoos arrived at the same time. That was unfortunate, it must be said.
Archers, ready. My boy is yours. Not
Stop attacking the dog, you monster.
Find targets. Instructions.
You need to die. Can't believe that guy would attack the dog. It's unbelievable.
We await orders.
Needed, sire. Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
We're going to go back to full rations.
Scribe.
The wolves are on the prowl, sire.
Yeah, they're coming because we angered them. That's fine.
Leaving now.
I think we have enough archers probably now to deal with them.
Moving off. Can't target him, sir. Take steady aim.
Come on,
Wolves are attacking, my lord.
that's fine. The Lord can deal with that wolf up there.
Archers, ready. My bow is yours. Arrows, ready. Me
Good.
lord.
I feel like I'm worse at this game than I used to be.
Arrows.
Are there more wolves? Of course there are more wolves. Right, let's
Instructions.
head these
We are
guys back
on
up
our
here.
way.
Okay, we don't have the bows, but that's fine. Our fletchers should be getting to work. I think possibly a couple of them might have died, but that's okay. That's fine.
We await
Weapons
orders.
needed, sire. Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
That's fine. We can get a couple of more hunters posts up to the north.
We await
Provide
orders.
employment to our citizens. Nothing to worry about. Let's get you two over here.
Leaving now.
Someone's going on our side. Now we could have absolutely built some walls and perhaps we should have, but I think we're okay. I think we'll have the work. We'll have the army in time to deal with these last few wolves. I think there's maybe about 10 of them. Who knows?
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire.
I'm so glad to hear it because we do need money for troops. How can we fund our holy war against the wolves if not via archers?
Ready.
Goodness, our fletchers are slow at making bows, it must be said. Let's get another fletcher down. Can never hurt. He can go down here. Always need more fletchers. I do like archers, I like having the long range.
Needed, sire. My bow is yours.
Let's bring them over here.
Me lord. Moving off.
I think we can take the wolves now. Let's go.
Finding targets.
Here they come. I think we'll be able to kill them before they come over the river for the most part.
Take steady aim.
Warning, your lordship.
Warning, your lordship.
Grow
We await
steadily, sire.
orders. Instructions.
Let's take out the last wolves.
Ready.
That should be it. Is that all the wolves? I would hope so. Apparently not. There's some more. Oh, there we go. Victory. Wonderful.
Victory.
Wonderful music. I like this. I just love this game. I really do. So I think what we'll do, we'll listen to the next cutscene, and then in next episode we will continue.
Fortunately, the Rat's scouting party did not survive long enough to give away your position. But it is likely that they will be missed before long. A dispatch arrives from Sir Longarm.
Hopefully, by the time you receive this message, all has gone well, and you'll put an end to those irritating wolves. I now ask a favor of you. Begin constructing an outpost on the edge of Duke de Pousse's territory in order to help me better judge the strength of the rat's forces. You must not, under any circumstances, send confirmation of your mission's completion to Lord Woolsack.
The rat was raised as an only child in lands belonging to the de Pouce family. The Duke showed his mother favor, ensuring that she never paid taxes and always had enough to get by. One day, a messenger came by, and it was revealed that his father was the same Duke de Pouce who his mother had once worked for as a serving wench. Due to an unfortunate accident, the entire de Pouce family had been lost at sea whilst returning from holiday, leaving the rat as next in line to inherit the title of Duke.
Find a suitable location on high ground near the lands belonging to Duke de Pouce and start construction of an outpost. The wooden keep will offer better protection than a simple hall. Take some cattle to breed as the land there suits them well. Do not show yourself to the enemy, but should you be discovered, let none escape to tell. The hills will give your archers an advantage when firing from height.
Absolutely, and I think we will have our first scrap with Duke de Pouce in the next episode. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.